Hi folks, we're going to go on to part two or a continuation to our Navisworks training for the model we earlier created. Now here again, here's our model, and we want to get rid of this grid, so we just go into our view tab, and we'll just tick here, and the grid goes away. So where we left off, we looked at turn off transformation and objects in the scene. In this exercise, we want to look at creating selection sets. And then we'll go into properties if we have time. So here's our model here. And I think just to clear things up here, let's open our selection tree and let's hide our architecture. We can do that by two ways. We can hide it here, which I like, or we could have hit it here, but we'll use this for something else. And remember, we pulled this guy out of here, so I can put him back up here. I can place him back where he was. He was there somewhere, but I can pull him out, so we can drag him out, because we're going to use these two guys here. So the first thing we want to do here is, let's go back and do some color, because we didn't do that. So let's select this guy, this joist right here, and in our home tab, oh, I didn't put it. This is not what I want here. I'm sorry. We want to pull this one down, and so we select our joist, so we can go here and select same, and we'll go to same type. So there's our same type, and to change the color on this, you go into the view tab, item tools, yeah, and then we'll select color. So we'll go here and let's make this yellow. We'll select it as yellow, and then we can change the transparency. Let's drop this all the way down to, I think 100 is completely shaded out. So let's go to like 84 and then click out here, and there we go. So our joists are transparent and we change the color. So that's basically how you do that. Really simple. So now let's go and create us some selection sets. Well, they're pretty easy to do, but they're going to be quite helpful later on when we go deeper into this, because we're going to get down into the nitty gritty of Navisworks with this training exercise. So now, from this point on, as we see, we learned how to change the color. We're just picking off from our last exercise, and we created transparency. Okay, so now let's go back into our selection tree. And here in our selection tree, we see the architecture is grayed out because we shut it, we hid it. So let's just tick it here, and let's unhide our architectural. And we just click it there, and there it's unhidden. So now, how do you create a selection set? Pretty simple thing to do here. So basically what happens is, to create a selection set, we'll go here and open our selection tree. And then as you can see right here, we have sets. So the first thing we want to do, let's say we'll select this wall, and then we'll go into our flyout, and then say selected resolution first object. Here most of the times you would say layer, and then we'll say select same type, and then it'll pick up all of our walls. So here we go over here into our sets, and we have that selected, and all we do here is select save selection, and then this will appear, and then we just right click and we'll rename this, and let's call this walls. click OK, and just click it out here anywhere. So that's the set we have selected. So let's select, say, this window here. Oh, sorry. Let's go back into our selection tree and look at our sets. So there's our walls, and as you can see, they pick right up. So we can go use our selection tree here now. We can go into the architecture, level 1, and let's pick up our windows. And so our windows are all selected. And we can create a set by just going Save Selection, right click here, and we'll say Rename. We'll call this Windows. Oh, sorry. Oh, I missed it. Rename, and we'll go Windows. So now we have 2 sets already selected. So now let's go and just pan and go back to our home view. And now here, and go into our sets. And we'll have Windows selected and walls. So now we can take this a little farther if you like. But for right now, I just want you to get the good understanding of how you create selection sets. They're very simple to do, and since we learned how to use the select objects and the selection bar and our selection tree. So there are 2 ways you can do this. You can go and select the select same, or you can select. Let's do this now. Let's try something else here. Let's go on our selection tree. Let's collapse this. We can simply hide our architecture. And then let's go underneath here. So we got all these footings. Same, oh, we can select here. And what you can do here is shift the key down. So if I go here again, I'll select it, and I have the shift key held down and click it again, and it'll tab through. And once we have all our footings selected, we'll just go on our sets, and we'll save this selection. And we'll right click here and rename this. And we'll call this footings. Oh, 0, 1, oh, or oh, yeah. And then we'll click it, and then we'll have that a new selection selected. So now let's go back into our home view. And if we want, we can hide this floor. Let's just hide this under the home tab, hide. And then we can click on our sets. Oh, that was in, I'm sorry, we couldn't do that, my bad. So just unhide all. And we just click outside to deselect. So that's how you do your sets. So basically what happened, the sets are over here, and we created them by just ticking on finding the elements and then going in the sets and creating the set. Very simple process. Practice a few of those, and we'll continue on next later on, tomorrow or whenever. I had a few questions about this. I thought I'd give you a good example. But anyway, yeah, that's how you do sets. And we can do even the door. So if you select this door, I don't think we have too many in here. And again, you hold the shift key down and you just tab through it. Or you can do this also, we learned before. You just, let's go on our selection tree. Let's hide our architecture. And then we look at our sets. And let's pick up footings. And so there are our footings. So that's how you do selection sets. Straightforward and easy. And once you get in there, you can do hide unselected, and you just have your footings there. So that's a pretty neat command to use. And then if you want to go back and unhide all, it all comes back. So hey guys, I could take this a little further, but I want to go through this quite slowly because Navisworks is a great tool to use, and you need to go back and create this model. I've done the model in Rivet in earlier sessions. So if you want to go back and start from scratch or create your own model and pick it up and keep it going. So thank you for watching this video. And any questions, comments, just drop it in the email or send me a message. Okay, until next time, bye.